Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 1, Episode 31 of the Suicide Hotline. How's it going, man?
It's going well. It's going well.
For those at home, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name's Aiden Maxwell. I go by the alias Tumor online. I'm a electronic musician, artist, sort of multimedia guy.
Nice. What kind of genre would you say that you make?
Um, it's like I don't. I normally do like dance stuff like techno and house, but recently I've gotten into doing stuff for bedroom punk. Helping people out with like sort of lo-fi stuff as well. And I've just been branching out. I've been trying to distancing myself away from like fucking tump four on the floor house stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even people like Skrillex don't always just want to do the same shit. You gotta,
Yeah, like go ahead.
you gotta like do different shit. You don't want to only be known for one type of music.
Yeah, you don't want to be boxed in as an artist. That's like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah. So, what kind of music do you listen to personally?
Um, it usually depends. I describe myself as sort of having an open palette with a lot of things. Like even if it's not electronic based, I try to listen to a lot. But like generally, what I listen to is electronic. It's if I'm walking down the street or if I'm just like listening on my own, I listen to sort of weird European dance people like Mode Selector, Justice, Mr. Wazo, Serious Mo, Modera, Boys Noise, people like that. I tend not to listen to the American guys. I tend not to listen to like sort of Skrillex or Deadmau5 or any of those types of people.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know anyone you mentioned except for Skrillex and Deadmau5, which you don't listen to.
Yeah,
But I've heard Europop. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
yeah, like some of the sort of classic that people know like Caramel Dancing, that's Swedish. Fucking I'm Blue, that's Italian. Like the
hmm
Europeans have some fucking bangers, man.
Where are you from? Are you European?
Yeah, I'm Irish.
Irish, nice. Do
Yeah.
you usually get inspired by like what inspires you? What kind of artists inspire you? The like Euro music ones, or like maybe something that you don't even listen to, like Kanye or something.
Honestly, I get inspired by everyone. Like, and I know that's kind of a fucking cliche, like corny ass fucking thing to say, but it is true. You bring up Kanye, and it's like rap does influence me a lot. Like, I tend to just listen to like whatever, but I do definitely drift towards Kanye. My favorite Kanye project that he did is actually Yeezus, and a lot of people say that's his worst album, but I think it's his best album. It's like the production on it is just it's fucking mind blowing. It's like hearing that coming from a multi. Is he a billionaire now?
I think he's technically a millionaire, but from all the stocks and assets he owns, if he sold everything, he would be a billionaire. That's what I
All
think.
right, well,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
I'm gonna call him a billionaire. I'm gonna call him a billionaire. For a billionaire musician to go out and make something like that, it's I don't know. I just think that's really inspiring. And like he even brought in a bunch of European electronic musicians on it, like people like Daft Punk did a lot of production on Yeezus, and other people as well. Like his name escapes. Gustavo Stein. Gustavo Stein did some stuff as well. Um, yeah, it's crazy. I get a lot of inspiration from that.
Oh, Daft Punk is European.
Oh yeah, they're French.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Well, that's
French
that's
boys.
one name I recognize.
Yeah, they do some awesome stuff. Like I there's so many fucking banger ass tracks from all of their albums, all of them.
Yeah, techno music is pretty good, especially at like parties and shit.
Yeah,
A
man.
lot of people when they talk about Kanye, they're like, "Oh yeah, I like the old Kanye." So I'm assuming the album that you're talking about is that like one of his newer stuff? Would you say that you like newer Kanye more?
Yeah, like I think there's three different types of Kanye now. There's the old Kanye, there's the new Kanye, and then there's the new Kanye. There's the Christian Kanye. And which one I like more? I like the new Kanye. I like the one that he did after graduation. I think that would be the new Kanye. The Kanye that did Yeezus, the Kanye that did fucking what are things he do? My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, fucking Life of Pablo. Like I love that shit. I actually listen to that way more than I listen to the old Kanye stuff, and even the Christian Kanye. You know.
Oh, the Christian Kanye. Are you Christian, by the way? Religious?
I'd say I'm agnostic, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. So you don't go to church and stuff like that?
I well, I do on occasion. Like if you just letting you know, it's just in Ireland, not to get into like geopolitical politics shit, but it's but like there's in the Republic of Ireland, it's about like I think something like 90% Catholic. So I was raised in a Roman Catholic sort of household, non-practicing Roman Catholic, and I did go to church in school and stuff like that, but I only really go to church for like just sort of respecting the dead, you know, like me nanny and stuff.
You gotta respect your ancestors and stuff.
Yeah,
Is there something that people misunderstand about the type of stuff that you make?
I actually have a story about that.
Perfect.
Um, the first live concert I ever had was it was in the middle of my area. Um, it was for a Halloween festival, and they had this sort of big stage outside of an art center where I live, and my first live concert, all I had was my laptop. I didn't have any other gear whatsoever. So I was trying to edit the music and manipulate the music as much as I can. I didn't just want to press play and dance on
Oh
stage.
wait, let me
I wanted to actually.
let me interrupt. What kind of gear do you need?
The type of gear that I have is it really depends on the artist. Like a lot of artists are more if they're gonna DJ, they'd have like a DJ equipment, you know, like the two big disc shape things, right?
Hmm.
And all that kind of gear, right? But I would consider myself more of a musician than a DJ. So what I have is I have certain little boxes of like knobs and sliders that I use to like maybe put in this effect here, or maybe like cut out the kick here, or cut out the melody here, all that kind of stuff, like changing up the song like while it's playing, right? So it isn't just me pressing play on my fucking laptop and just letting the music play. I'm actually doing something. I'm actually like doing some type of performance, because if somebody's gonna look at somebody live, they don't want to fucking look at somebody playing a Spotify playlist, right? They don't want to do that, especially if they're paying. But with this concert, it was free.
You just press random buttons and it'll look like you're doing something.
God, there's actual fucking dickheads who like make money doing that shit, you know? Like they get caught all the time, but they never lose their fucking jobs. But getting sidetracked. The gear that I have is this is all like techie shit, but I have a MIDI controller, which is the knobs and sliders. I have the keyboard here that I'm starting to introduce into the live set, and I also have a drum machine. And it isn't exactly like a proper drum machine. It's more like an electric drum kit, where it instead of like having like cymbals and snares, it would just be like little pads that I can hit with a drum stick, and they make the sound that I want, right? Which is good for like samples and stuff. So if I want to have like a female little vocal chop instead of like a snare, I can put that in there, right?
Hmm.
And you can do lots of cool shit with that. And it also looks like you're doing something because you can see me hitting the fucking thing with sticks, you know? So it's all about adding more performance to the performance and making it look like you're doing something, which is really good, you know? So that's my setup.
So most people don't really like understand what's actually happening. They just kind of see you
Yeah,
pressing buttons and say, "Oh, this guy's pretty good."
yeah. And going back to my story, uh, the fucking whole thing was a mess. It was I went up there and I tried to like edit different effects using the fucking touchpad on a laptop, which was really fucking difficult to do. Burned my fucking fingers because I wasn't used to using that little trackpad. I was only used to using a mouse, right? And it was being recorded by this dickhead cameraman, and he was just like talking shit about my entire like performance while he was filming it, so you could hear my music, right? And then he's like, "Oh, this fucking dickhead only presses play. These fucking DJs aren't the same. All they do is press play. He's absolute fucking bullshit up there. He thinks he's hot shit." All that kind of fucking just shit talking me basically, and that is the only recording of my first ever concert is with this guy doing a fucking riff track over it, you know? And it's like, that's bullshit. Like, don't do that. Try my best.
Oh, that was probably hilarious to watch, though.
It is. It's just mortifying, you know. But yeah, that's it. That's the people misinterpret that. So they think I just press play when I'm trying to do a lot more than just doing that, you know. And now I'm even doing singing. So
What are your plans right now musically? Like, what direction are you going in?
I guess it's just I I don't really have much confidence in my voice. Like I've always sort of kind of felt like for lack of a better term, it sounds cringy, right?
Yeah, I feel the
And
same.
yeah, and it's like it's you kind of feel like whenever I do add vocals and stuff, I'd always like cover it up with like effects or like auto tuning or vocoding or anything like that, and that would be how I'd cover it up. But recently I've been trying to like just singing it raw and singing it without any sort of effect over it, and I've been getting a lot of good feedback from like places like the Psych Ward and like even with this podcast and you with the Suicide Hotline. It's like it's really cool to know that people like dig what I'm doing with my vocals, which is giving me more confidence to do more vocal songs. So that might be the direction I'm going in, you know? Like I already have a few things recorded
Hell
that I
yeah.
want to release sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, if someone ever told me my vocals were shit, I think I would just keep doing it just to piss them off. With the whole
Yeah.
podcast thing, like, yeah, I hate how my voice sounds. I don't like my singing, it's cringy, but you just gotta do it.
Gotta push through.
Take like take any big musician, like take Justin Bieber, separate everything and just listen to his singing on its own. It's probably gonna sound bad, especially older stuff.
Yeah, I can say that like I feel like the hate from Justin Bieber came from his early songs and just Justin Bieber acting like a fucking dickhead. Like if he was just like Joe Schmo singer, then like people would be like, you know, like whatever. He's just like a space in the charts that just goes up and down. You know, he's nothing to write home about. But the only reason why people give a shit about him is that he acts like a total fucking loser in front of cameras and shit. And that's what separates him from the other guys. You know.
I thought people didn't like him because he was like cringy or something. What dickhead things did he do?
Well, I definitely know that that's he would just fucking he would shout at people. It would fucking be like he thinks he's hot shit. Like he thinks he's like the center of attention wherever he goes. I remember like going back to like Dead Mouse. He had a fucking you know the Hate Tree podcast.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit. But yeah.
Yeah, I hate it too. But I was listening to the Dead Mouse episode. He talks about how he had a fucking encounter with the Beeb, right? The fucking Justin Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was is that they were eating at a sushi bar, this Dead Mouse and his wife, and Justin Bieber comes in. He takes off his shirt. Justin Bieber takes off his shirt like a fucking dude, bro. Showing look at all my muscles, look at all these fucking tattoos and shit. And then he looks at Dead Mouse and fucking does like the hand thing where it's like you're trying to get somebody to come close to you and like, yeah, come here. I'm allowing you. I'm allowing you. You're a celebrity below me. I'm allowing you to come over to me. And yeah, it's just like that kind of pompous asshole shit. And that's why I think he's a dickhead. And if he doesn't do that shit and just like acts like a normal human being, then all he has to write on is his singing.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of hard for someone that has had millions of people watching them all the time since they were like 8 years old to be a normal human being.
Yeah.
Like his life, I don't think he's happy. I think he has the right to act that way just because of the childhood that was stripped from him.
Well, I disagree with that a little bit because it's like I do feel
I feel bad
bad
for
for
him.
adults.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like I feel bad for him because for that reason. Like I agree with you on that, but I disagree with the fact that justifies him being a dickhead. Like I don't think he's allowed to be a dickhead. It's just more understandable given his past. That's my opinion on it.
Doesn't understand. I guess it doesn't uh, mean he should act like one. I guess it's the cause to the effect. That's why.
Yeah,
I think kid celebrities like that shouldn't exist. It's
they always get
terrible.
fucked up, man. They always get fucked up.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't died of a drug overdose or something.
Yeah, like look at fucking Drake Bell. Look at the shit he's gotten into.
I'm glad I don't know who that is.
Oh, you know Drake and Josh.
Heard of it, never watched it.
Yeah, it was just he got into shit because he was I think he was sexting a minor.
Oh my.
Yeah, and he was a child actor, so it's like fuck, you know, like what the fuck happened to him to spread that to that, you know? It's like fuck, never want to. Like I am so happy that like I'm not like I can't even say I'm famous. I have like fucking like 400, like I think 400 followers on Instagram. I'm like sub acceptable noticed, you know.
Famous enough to
I'm
get
happy
on
with
here.
that.
You're pretty much world famous.
Hell yeah.
I would like fame just because I like attention, but I don't think I would like the type of fame where you would get recognized on the streets or something like that.
That's happened to me.
Oh, you've gotten recognized?
Yeah, like the thing is that I've done a lot of work around my area. Like it's a I've I don't wanna seem like I'm bragging here. I'm just explaining. Um, I did a mural for the kids outside of a garden near my area. And I did a bunch of other musical stuff for like a local youth center and then again the annual Halloween festival. So people they know Tumor as Aiden Maxwell as such and such as you know some
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. It's very local thing, but like for certain dickheads would like fucking do some IRL trolling, right? Because they recognize me, and it's just like it's a bit annoying, but like sometimes like it's confusing to see people like actually like recognize me and be like, "Oh, you do the music? Yeah, you do the DJing." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's some good stuff, bro. It's good stuff." And then they fucking pass you by and you never see them again, but they recognize you. You know, it's a weird experience, but it's a very local thing. Like I don't get recognized online.
Is it like an ego boost?
No, it's mortifying. I really don't like the attention.
I would hate being recognized. Like I don't know, man. The idea of being interrupted during your day, someone that looks up to you that has like this picture of you in their brain that you act this way, uh you are like if someone looks up to you, if someone likes your stuff, they probably have a bigger picture of what you actually are in their brain, and to just
Well, I guess one of the advantages of being a musician that sort of hides behind their art or like sort of hides behind their music and doesn't isn't really a big personality is that it's a blank slate where if somebody comes up, they don't really know what to expect. You know,
mm-hmm.
like no one really knows what they expect of Tumor Tuner. They see the artwork, they see the music, and but they don't know. They haven't seen Aiden Maxwell. You know, so it's like they don't know what the fuck I am. They don't know what the fuck what I'm gonna act like. Which is I feel like that's an advantage, you know. Like I don't put on a personality for the artist like the alias, you know. I let the music and artwork do the talking for me on that front, you know.
And an entire podcast episode.
Yeah,
This is gonna be like the only thing that they're gonna have. So everything you say on this podcast for a while is gonna be what people think of you.
yeah. Well, if people do some digging, they can probably find some other stuff like little local little local YouTube channels with like 5 subscribers uploading stuff from a youth center. This it probably has like something of me, you know. Like I have a few videos of me playing live. Some of them I actually have a mask on, and other ones I don't have a mask on. And it's yeah, it's just like there is video of me. I don't recommend people look at it because it isn't very high quality. There is like sort of a IRL presence online. Like there's like videos of me and stuff like that. but like, like I try my best to just put the music and art out there. Like, this interview is the exception, of course, because I'm talking to you extensively about stuff. But yeah.
If you were given the opportunity to say a message, a string of words to the entire world right now, what would you say?
Um. Hmm. Like just a string of words, just like.
Well, that string of words was a pretty dumb way of saying it. Like a sentence or two,
All right.
or just a word, a message.
Yeah. Everything in art should be okay. With no exemptions.
Everything on Earth should be
Yeah.
okay with no exceptions.
No. No. Everything in art should have like fuck. I had to phrase this properly, but you should be able to draw, you should be able to write, you should be able to put music to any idea possible without any form of like prudishness, without any form of like fucking like trying to worrying about offending people. Like, all I want is a world where you can just draw, or you can write music to, or you can write about, or you can do anything about any topic whatsoever, and there shouldn't be any moral repercussions. People should just be like, yeah, that's art, because it doesn't harm anyone. That's my fucking opinion, and that's what I should put out there in the world. That's my message. It's my go-to.
So, based on that message, should lolly content be legal?
You see, I knew you'd fucking bring that up. I knew you'd fucking bring that up, because it's like you can't talk about it yet. You have to. If you say ending pro lolly, you get fucking crucified.
I mean,
But like,
yeah, it's a
yeah,
pretty heated.
pretty heated.
Yeah.
It's but like, here's the thing, like, I feel like you can be pro freedom of expression and also be like, yeah, lolicons fucked. I feel like that is a thing you can do. You can say that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can be pro freedom of speech, but say that some things still shouldn't be said. But do you think that it should be legal, but just not encouraged?
Well, that's the thing. Like, in England, I don't know Irish laws, but in England, if you get caught with lolicon, it's treated the same as real life CP, and you get sent to jail. So the laws in England are much stricter than some places in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as though, like, because like there's so many like different arguments, like pro and con. Like, I've looked at all of them, because it's a very fucking it's not it's not like, if I say it's an interesting topic, I don't want to be I don't want to imply in any way that I support it. I'm just saying that, like, for example, like, did you know that certain certain manga writers, certain manga illustrators, if they would do like any sort of lolly or shota shit, they would actually trace over real CP and use that as like body references and shit like that.
Oh my
And
god.
they actually got arrested over it. So it's like, then the thought process is of how many artists were inspired by those images to draw those types of bodies. So how much is it disconnected from the real thing?
I mean,
You know what I mean?
all of them, if they're drawing CP, like they're
Yeah,
inspired
like
by
tracing
it.
over CP.
Even if they're not tracing
Yeah.
over it, they're still encouraging the consumption of it just by
That's
giving it to other people.
Yeah, but like, if I'm gonna like use my fucking it's the I'm just trying to think. Yeah, it's just, if I'm using my fucking logical brain, 100% logic with no human emotions or morals, I would say that a drawing does not like, that drawing does not have a soul, does not have human rights, does not have the same rights as children, etc., etc. But my moral brain is like, but it's like a gateway. So it's like, there's so much shit about that topic that's like, you can like discuss it for hours, or you can just say yes or no. You could be like, hardline, yes, freedom of speech, it should be allowed, or hardline, no, it's CP, you should be thrown in jail, or better, get a bullet at the back of your head. So it's like, which way is the man type shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can either discuss it for hours, or you could be like, no, fuck off, pedo.
Yeah, no, fuck off, pedo. Or if you encourage stuff like that, like especially child stuff, like that fucks them up permanently. You mess up their entire life because of it.
Yeah, like, of course, like, I feel like even a lot of like pro lolly people are like 100% for that. Where it's like fuck, like if you're gonna like that like completely, that's like so cruel to the child to do something like that. Like even if they don't know, it's so it's morally reprehensible. Um, and again, this is me going into like, yeah, we can discuss this for hours and hours,
Yeah, I
but
just
I'll leave it at, you could be pro freedom of speech and also be, say, lollicon's fucked, but also like not be fucking draconian and say that like we should ban so much shit because it morally offends me, because then I'm just playing into the other people's hands. So it's like, I don't know, it has to be case by case almost, you know, because like certain things, it's like, if for example there's certain characters that have like big breasts and fucking childbearing hips and shit like that, but they're 17, like should art like that be fucking should be considered the same as like fucking toddlercon and lollycon? You know what I mean? There's so much different fucking arguments to get into, and then again, you could either be arguing for hours and hours or fuck off pedo scum. You could be either of those two, you know. So I don't know where I land right now. I hop between those two, you know.
in Israel, if you want to look at any porn, you have to put your ID in. So every time you look at anything, like it's permanently on your record unless you use like
Wow.
Tor or something. So in like other authoritarian countries like that, like I'm personally against all pornography, so I don't think anyone should be looking at any of that stuff. So I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind the ban on all of it because I think it's just terrible for society in every single way.
You didn't know, Pap?
Yeah, 5 months, almost 6 now.
Oh wow, nice. Congrats.
Yeah, you should try it. Everyone should try it. It's so good for you.
Yeah. Or any sort of health benefits you want to tell the audience?
I talk about this like almost on half of the episodes now, but yeah, I have way more energy, way more productive. I don't need as much sleep as I used to. I'm stronger. I don't know, man. Changes you.
Yeah.
You ever try it?
I'll no comments, but I have tried it. I'm just not gonna comment further about anything. But I have tried it. Like I will stay on record that Tumor 208 Maxwell has tried NoFap.
Leave it at tried.
Further. Fuck off.
Yeah, porn addiction is a real problem. Anyways, do you own any? Oh yeah, you live in. Where did you say you lived again? Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland.
What are the laws there on firearms and stuff?
Oh yeah, complete ban for civilians except for farmers.
Why farmers?
To protect their sheep from dogs and other like animals.
Well, that answers my question. If you own any firearms.
Yeah, no. Like the only people who own the firearms are the farmers, and they have to like pay a license, and the police, or as the Irish like to say, on guard a Síochána, the guards. That's our police.
The more I learn about the laws in Europe, the less I want to go there. Like,
Yeah, Europe sucks. It's stinky. I want to move to fucking Alaska, dude.
I hear, like, we had a British guy on the other day, talked about how, like, London is just acid attacks and stabbings. No guns,
Yeah.
but, like, okay, it's still really violent and really bad there.
Yeah.
I need a. I don't think I want to live in a country where I can't shoot the person who breaks into my house.
Well, look, there's a lot of countries in Europe where somebody like has the right to defend themselves, and they don't defend themselves because they're afraid of getting arrested by the police for assault. Because like people are just so batshit scared of like doing anything to defend themselves because they're afraid of it getting put on them.
I read a case where a man was burglarized. Another man came into his house. He shot and killed him, and then he went to jail for killing the man who burglarized him. It's crazy.
Jesus, it's fucked. It is honestly like fucked that there's no way for people to realistically defend themselves like with any type of firearms or anything like that. And it's weird because like I heard that fucking California Like I'm not 100% on American politics and how politics work over there, but in California, wasn't the assault weapons ban lifted recently?
I think I saw something like that. I haven't
Yeah.
like clicked on any or read anything about it, but I think I saw something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fucking 2 or 3 decade long assault weapon ban, and it got overruled because fucking shall not be infringed, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that United States? Well, you don't know anything about United States politics, so this question wouldn't really work that well with you. But do you
I
think
know a bit.
the United States Constitution is being infringed right now, or has been infringed?
I feel like there's a lot of like things I see where like I feel like gun laws in general would violate the Constitution because it's like you gotta look at the wording of it, like shall not be infringed. You know, like what's gun laws doing except infringing on those fucking constitutional rights. Like I don't know. I feel like people like I've been around guns before. Like it's not like Ireland is like completely devoid of guns, as I said before. So I've seen guns before, whether they're real or they're real but they're not loaded or anything like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I don't know, like I feel like we do have a constitution, but our constitution keeps on getting fucking rewritten. Like
Oh my
there was a
god.
big political movement called Repeal the Eighth, in Ireland, and people in America might have heard this, but
Never heard of
I'm not
it.
sure.
What is it?
Repeal the Eighth was a political movement to repeal the Eighth Amendment protecting the rights of the unborn.
Oh my god.
Abortion was illegal in Ireland until Repeal the Eighth happened, and now abortion is legal up to 12 weeks, I believe. So there you go.
Thoughts on abortion?
Yeah. Fuck. I feel like yeah, I'm
You try
because
to.
like I don't want to get too deep into it because this is gonna be like a public podcast, and I have some very like there's Ireland is an extremely liberal country, so
You don't want to lose any friends over it?
I've can I actually tell you something? I've actually lost a major contact over leftist politics.
Oh my god. I don't
Yeah,
want
I got somebody had a fucking angry, like one person did a angry letter campaign against me and got me shut down from one job.
That's
I can get into
terrible.
that if you want.
Yes, please. That Europe sounds worse and worse every time I hear more about it.
It's true. It's true. Like, okay, I'll start it from the beginning. I think it was March. I think it was around March. A very unfortunate situation happened in America that caused billions of dollars of infrastructure to completely go up in smoke, and people died. You know, big media circus about it. You know the one.
Oh yeah.
And what happened was is that everyone started to post these black squares on Instagram. Blackout Tuesday, I think it was called.
Ended
What happened was
racism.
is that yeah, it ended racism, of course, but I decided, well, be pretty be going against the grain here,
A white
being the
square?
counterculture. A white
Oh my
square
god, a white square.
with the hashtag All Lives Matter. And what happened was that I got a bunch of angry people in my comments. They completely mogged every single part of my social media presence, including my YouTube mass dislike campaign on my YouTube. It got so bad that I had to delete some posts off my Instagram because they kept on getting swarmed by people. And then it got to the point where people were stalking my other social media accounts. I found out my Twitter got suspended, and they were saying, "Oh, you better watch out. Maybe you open your mouth too much about these issues." Was one of the comments that I read. It came to a head when I was shitting in my bathroom, and I got a call, and I answered the call, and it was recent. I'm not gonna name the radio station. I'm completely disconnected from the radio station. I'm just gonna say this, so don't do anything to the radio station, please. Um, I got contacted by this radio station I was working at. I did like a small set for them, and it was the project like not the project lead of the particular stop I was doing my sets at, and they called me and they said, "Oh, Aiden, you do know Black Lives Matter, right?" And I was like, like wiping, while this is happening, like, and I'm like, yeah, and like I'm okay. I'm just gonna leave it there. I said yeah, and and they were lecturing me about how I was being politically naive, and and they gave me an ultimatum as I was walking into my bedroom. They gave me an ultimatum and they said, uh, yeah, you can either delete the post or you can edit it with an explanation. And I said, all right, I'll edit it because I didn't want to remove it, right? So I had to like change the white square to be a white square with one of my faces on it, right? Like the sort of drawn faces I usually do. And I put this big explanation that was super vague. It still had the hashtag All Lives Matter because that's what I really believe. Uh, and I left it at that. I didn't get any bad comments after that. But what happened is that I lost that connection to the radio station.
Honestly, like what I would do is I would just be like, I am so sorry for my post. All lives do not matter. Black lives are the only lives that matter. I apologize for my horrific statement. Please give me my job back. Like the most insincere shit I could.
Most insincere. I wouldn't go that far. I still wanted to show my principles. I just wanted to explain it. Like if I was gonna just like post a white flag, I didn't want to give some bad signals. I didn't want to lose more contacts. It was just fortunate for me that these people that were like flooding like all my other social medias were so stupid, so retarded that they didn't look to see the other contacts, the more important contacts I had. That radio station was just a one-time gig. Probably I had a lot more contacts that are more important to me. That thankfully I still have. Thankfully they still support me 100%. So I'm glad for that.
I feel like in the current political climate, the best way to express yourself is with sarcasm, satire, and comedy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, people don't really know if you're joking. For example, you could say like, saying all lives matter is extremely racist. Only Black lives matter. Like, you don't you don't really know if I'm joking just because of how fucked up uh people's thoughts are now. Like, you can't even say that all lives matter anymore. It's only Black lives matter. So if you just disguise what you think as jokes, that's the way you can say what you believe.
Like what was that fucking that Oscar Wilde quote? Something like if you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh, otherwise they'll kill you.
Yeah, that's a good quote.
But yeah, that's how fuck people can get. Like I like have you heard about the dream shit that's been going on?
I've heard about something where like he yelled in a Minecraft video, and then people got mad over that because it was racist. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh no. Oh no. That wasn't him being racist. That was I think someone who was associated with Dream apparently said a slur, but
Oh,
like nobody can really like
apparently said a
no
slur.
one yeah, no one can verify it. Like it's been weird. It's like I just see so many people either like sucking this dude's dick or fucking wanting him to die a slow painful death for no reason other than he cheated on a Minecraft speedrun. Like that's the only reason I could see why people are angry at him. But like maybe somebody can correct me on that.
Who cares? Honestly,
Who cares?
like why do
Like,
people care
but
about the personal life of Dream?
I brought it up because just how fucking
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word toxic because that's like a fucking gay term, but like I want to use
Whoa,
the word
whoa,
like
whoa,
fucking
wait, 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 wait. Using gay in a derogatory way.
Oh
I
no.
crazy on the suicide hotline. Disavow that for everyone watching.
Okay.
Continue.
I disavow my use of gay as a negative insult. There you go.
It's a positive insult. Is that what
Yeah, it's positive insult. It's self affirming.
Mm.
Whatever the term is. But like, there's just how people can get like so self absorbed about either loving or hating someone based on like a few fucking things. Like they aren't their buddy. They're just some like random fan, but they either stand the guy or just fucking loathe the guy and have a hate boner for the guy, like to such a vicious degree And it's just I don't know. Like the thing that happened was is that apparently he got doxxed, and apparently the guy Dream like shows himself off as like this skinny person,
He's like a four
but
hundred
like
pound man. Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like I don't believe that's him. Like
You
I
don't?
genuinely think that some poor kid, some poor overweight kid. I'm just gonna say obese kid. Like this poor obese kid is
Large.
getting fucking large, like chunky person is getting fucking bullied online by a bunch of strangers because people think he's Dream. When like I've seen like and people are saying, oh, it's his brother in body reveal videos, but like I don't know, like it's weird to say, but like he doesn't sound fat. If that's like that's a strange. It doesn't sound fat in like his videos. Like I don't know. Like I just don't. It could be him, but like I don't. Like I genuinely feel like it's like somebody just like fucked up the docs and just managed to just like leak a photo of this like random kid. He's just getting bullied for no reason. You know,
Could you do a
which
fat
is
people impression for the people listening?
like oh. Like I don't know. Like they'd just be like I don't know, like a skinny person would be like, "Hey, what's happening? This is Dream," and then like a fat person would be like, "Oh, this is Dream. Oh, I'm play some, I'm play some Minecraft Let's Plays. I'm play some speedrunning
I'm glad my
to
higher
summon
octave
speed."
voice makes me sound skinny. I'm actually a 400 pound
Yeah.
man.
Uh, I couldn't tell. I honestly couldn't tell.
It
But
it's
yeah.
it's really crazy how people care so much about personal lives of like people online.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't have anything more to say. It's just, don't you have anything better to do with your time than looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tragedy. They don't have any they don't have any time. They don't have any other personality trait other than to self-absorb themselves in loving or hating a stranger.
I see like celebrities standing Hollywood pedophiles and then getting mad over someone saying a word like 3 years ago, or like
Mm.
using shit made in like these slavery concentration camps in from China, and then getting mad at someone making like a wrong comment. Like the thought process of these people that they go through when canceling someone, like their morals, is just so fucked. It's just whatever the media tells them to think.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like fuck, what was
Well,
fucking I don't know. It's like I have experience with like I liked somebody before, but then they turned out to be like a real piece of shit, or like allegedly a real piece of shit. Like so, like one of my favorite films of all time, a film called Wrong Cops, directed by Quentin Dupieux. Um, really fucking weird, surrealist, like a sort of 80s cop parody. Um, and what happened was that one of the actors that was in it is Eric Warheim of Tim and Eric, and you know the whole Sam Hyde sort of Adult Swim expose allegedly, uh, like Eric Warheim couldn't get hard unless the girl was under 18, allegedly, you know, and like if that's true, that's like fuck, that's horrible. That almost ruins the film for me, you know.
oh my god. I think I the movie industry, the video game industry, the music industry, every everywhere there's money, uh, I think it's fucked up.
Yep.
Bad people are drawn to that amount of power.
And also, you notice a lot of these people are either in New York or they're in fucking
California.
California, particularly Los Angeles, right? Los Angeles, that's how you pronounce it. Um, and it's like it's I've heard the term LA rots your brain, and it's like what the fuck did these particular places just do to you to turn you into like a subhuman that I just want to stay the fuck away from, you know?
A few episodes ago, we had Nike boy Octa
Mm-hmm.
told us about how while he was in California or Los Angeles, one of the two, he had a drug addiction and he had a MILF in his apartment that was feeding him drugs at the time for free. Like that's the type of people that he encountered there.
Jeez,
It's really fucked up,
shit,
the environment there. Yeah.
that is fucked up. I actually have a weird story about that kind of thing. I was once in a Discord call with like this, and this is when and I will say this is what's most fucked. I was 17 when it happened. And I was in like this random Discord call with this homeless lady, and she was like this crack fiend homeless lady. She had like her skin was like really wrinkly, and she looks like she was like 50, but like because of how much fucking drugs are in her system, she's like added like a decade onto her life. She had like a bowl cut, like a blonde bowl cut that was like tinning, and she had very loose fucking clothes. She was like barking at people. She would like go to like the homeless shelter, and this was all like in a video call with me specifically. She like a private called me, and we were talking, and I didn't know what the fuck to say. Like, and I was doing this in between like talking to like chatting to other people, and then like, and then what happened was is that like, fuck, she starts like talking about how like I sound cute and shit, and then like she ends the call and starts sending me pictures of her fucking like using fucking dildos on her rancid cunt, and it's like that's fucking disgusting, and I blocked her. And it's
Oh
like
my
you find the
god.
fucking strangest people who are like drug addicts, right? You find the strangest fucking people who are like that on Discord of all places, you know? Like you'd expect that shit on like fucking Facebook or Twitter or some shit. You wouldn't expect that on fucking Discord.
No. Discord, I would definitely expect that on Discord.
Well, not like fucking 60-year-old, 50, 60-year-old drug addicts, you know? Like
There's so many
you would
pedophiles
expect.
on Discord.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like it's just like I'd expect like young, like relatively young, like fucking 30-year-old, like fucking nonsense on Discord, but like 50, 60-year-olds. I don't know. It's just it's a
Maybe,
shock, a culture shock, you know?
yeah, I've never met anyone over the age of 30 on Discord.
Yeah,
But yeah, too
very
many
strange.
pedophiles. What do you should
Too many pedophiles.
do you think castration is a good punishment for pedophilia?
Um, uh, I feel like if a pedophile does anything, and I mean like anything, like even like touches, like even like puts their hands on a kid in any way, death penalty. I don't think of castration. I think death penalty.
What do you
But
mean by if a pedophile? So that means they would have to do something in the past to then be a pedophile? Because how do you know if someone's a
like any
pedophile?
like past or present, like the thing about pedophilia is that it's a it's a very fucking dangerous mental disease, right? I think we can both agree on that, right?
Well, I don't want to get too political here. We include no, yeah, it's fucked
Oh,
up.
don't. Uh, I'm not even gonna make a joke about fucking us like appreciating certain types of people.
People are trying to
I'm not
make
even gonna
that
joke about that.
shit about shit of sexuality, like minor attracted person. There's like a flag for it too.
Yeah, like you know what's fucked up. You know that fucking Blues Clues shit. Like some person got that Pride Parade Blues Clues thing, and it was a flow, and they flipped it around, like they flipped it upside down, and it was the exact same color scheme as the map Pride flag.
I saw that as well, but I'm have a feeling that it was fake. I don't think they actually did that.
Well, if it like big if true, right?
Big if true,
Uh,
but again, I think they would have. I mean, maybe they put like these pedophile symbols in media all the time, not flags, but like the like the boy lover symbol or like shit like that. But with the map thing, like
no, it's just I don't know. Like I honestly think it's just like
let me search it up.
there's
Blues
yeah like
Blues Clues
um
transgender video.
yeah it was a Blues Clues or Pride Parade, and if you just look up
I saw the Blues Clues Pride Parade. Yeah, that's on that.
yeah yeah that really gives me hope for the future for Generation Alpha and Bravo. That really I'm really happy that they're gonna exist in a world like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really great that children are being accepted into the world
Yeah.
as transgender. Yeah, I'm really excited to see more of it happen. It makes me really happy, and yeah,
I But it's just I don't know. I just think it's fucking crazy. There's like certain amounts of like fucking indoctrination with these fucking with not only in like these private circles on Discord, but it's starting to affect like children's media as well. Like I get if there's like a fucking gay character or a lesbian character or even like a fucking trans character in like a children's show that's like meant to be for like not older teens but like in the teen range because like fucking whatever like.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start to target like little kids who like don't understand biology and like are still fucking learning about words and like numbers and shit, when we just start to target like little kids, that's when I get a little uncomfortable. I get a little heated, you know. Get a little antsy, you know.
It's really fucked up. I
It's
think
fucked up. Yeah.
the more you look into it, the worse it gets. Media has always had a huge problem with manipulating children and putting these hidden messages in it. There's an entire rabbit hole you can go down with Disney and other film studios like that putting hidden messages, hidden symbols in their movies.
Like it definitely fucking looked real from the video I saw on Instagram. Like it wasn't like it fucking Photoshop or anything. They actually played the video and just like flipped it around upside down, and it's the exact same colors. With like this fucking ear rape siren like
Holy shit!
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll put this in the YouTube and I'll link it in the description. I mean, it looks kind of similar. No. I mean,
My God.
it's close. The thing with all these random flags now is that you can just
Close but no cigar.
close but no cigar.
Well, it was one of the floats. Like I'm not going crazy here. I'm not going fucking Alzheimer's the caretaker mode here. Okay, I seen that video. They turned it around. There was the fucking pride flag. But look, we're getting off topic here. We're going down the fucking Joe Rogan like pulled that shit up Jamie Road. Right? We're not Joe Rogan. We're the Suicide Hotline podcast.
For legal reasons, we have not identified a flag yet, but
Yes.
I wouldn't be.
It's all allegations. It's pure slander. Please sue us. Go ahead.
Wouldn't be surprised if within the next 10 years there would be a larger normalization of this kind of stuff.
Well, like I've seen like this infographic where it shows how they will normalize it. Where we're currently on a stage where there's going to be two dividing groups. Where there's going to be the happy group that's like pro map, pro minor attraction. That they're going to show themselves off as being like, oh, positive, happy, you know, we're being all supportive and positive, and you know, age is just a number. And then you're gonna have like the very anti-pedophile, like gas them all, put a bullet in their fucking brain, like anti-pedo people, you know, the same people, right? And then you're gonna have these two groups, and the way the Overton window is gonna shift is the public are gonna see the very violent, very extreme, a very aggressive group of anti-pedophiles, and then they're going to see the positive, happy, pro-pedophiles. The Overton window is going to slowly shift towards so the public are going to be more inclined to be more attracted to the positive group rather than like the extreme violent group. And then that is when the true acceptance is going to happen, which is a fucking scary thought to think about. How they're going to like manipulate the society itself, you know?
Even if the group isn't going to be violent, they're just going to highlight the violent parts of it. There would be like a lot of child RAPE going on. They would still, if there was some conspiracy that they were trying to normalize it, they would still just highlight like the bad apples of the anti-pedophile group. Just say like, oh, look at these terrible people. It's just sexuality. It's a mental disorder. We should help them. We should get them support. Like. Yeah. A bit ago, I realized that I had a thought. Okay, so don't take this out of context. This is going to be taken out of context and make me look really bad. But if it is just a mental disorder, and if it's something that they cannot control, who are we to blame them for it? If they want to get help, why shouldn't we let them get help? I had a thought like that a while ago, but then I also had a thought like, okay, but these people are messing up generations of children. One childhood rape victim will fuck them up permanently, will fuck up their kids permanently. Like, it's really, really bad to do this to children. But then again, it's not their fault. Like, a lot of pedophiles are also victims of it. It's like this. It's like a disease almost,
Yeah.
where you can't blame them for having it. But
yeah, I agree with you partially. If I'm to understand it,
I mean, it's not necessarily what I think. I think I don't really know. I don't have an opinion. I have an opinion. Pedophiles are bad. They should be eradicated. Should we kill them? I will stay silent on that because I do feel some empathy for them if it's not their fault, if they're victims of it. But then again, if they want to do it to children, yeah, continue.
I was just gonna say that there's a difference between. I feel like there's a big fucking difference between a pedophile and a child rapist, where
Yeah, for sure.
as soon as you cross that window, dead. Like, I don't give a shit. Death.
Mhm.
We don't want the fucking taxpayer money to go towards keeping you alive in a hospital for like some fucking guy to give the fucking mental and physical energy and possible extra prison time on themselves to fucking shank you, right? Death.
Mhm.
But with that said, if there's a lot of pedophiles that will never ever commit anything and they genuinely want help. The problem is that we don't have a good cure for pedophilia. So I don't know what the fuck to do. It's such a it's a complicated question because it's like it's if someone has like a disease like schizophrenia, where like very intense schizophrenia where they can actually like murder someone or like kill someone or anything like that. Like, we don't immediately want them to fucking, you know,
Die.
we don't want them to die. We want them to fucking get help or be put in a place where they're safe from hurting people. And you can also say the same for pedophilia, but the thing is that like everyone is so, oh my god, it's the children, they're fucking up the children. Like, everyone's so fucking focused on that, then they just want all pedophiles to die, and they think they're so. And Vito on the fucking Dick Show brought this up where everyone feels so bad and hard. Where they're like, oh, if I saw a pedophile on the street, oh, I wouldn't hesitate to fucking beat the shit out of him and choke him to death and fucking stomp on his teeth so he's choking on his teeth and his blood. And it's like everyone wants to seem so hard because it's like so easy. It's like it's like saying, oh, if I was in World War II, I would have killed so many Nazis. You know, it's like it's such an easy boogeyman. It's like such an easy straw man to fucking be a hard man about. When in reality, if you saw a pedophile walking in the street, like at most you would just avoid them. You would not do any sort of confrontation about them whatsoever. You know.
I feel like a pedophile even having this conversation because it's really hard to talk about how they're also people, but like they're people that need to be gone. Just what do you do with it? How do you fix the problem?
Well, unfortunately, until we find like a cure that fucking cures this shit, along with Alzheimer's and schizophrenia and other horrible mental illnesses that affect billions of people. I feel like the best way you can fucking stop these pedophiles from endangering others is literally just to lock them up. Yeah, like you have to.
I mean,
like, cause like they're ticking time bombs.
If sex is the strongest urge of a human, that's why NoFap is such a big benefit, because you can control that aspect of you. Yeah, I like to talk about NoFap a lot, but like throughout history, a lot of shit was just done because of sexual stuff. Like it's the biggest urge that you will ever have. Every music we listen to, all the music we listen to, it's about love. It's about sex. It's about women. Like, yeah, I agree. It's a ticking time bomb, but they're people. But then again, if we let them come out and feel comfortable, all it's gonna do is normalize it, which is not something we want to do. So yeah, I would have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, like, and it's very it's extremely unfortunate because it's like it's so fucking unfair if someone gets molested as a child and then that's their sexuality. Like that's so fucking unfair, you know.
You don't want to punish them
Like
for something they didn't do.
yeah, like if they have these urges, they have to like fucking like what was it like? I think I saw a clip from a film called Nymphomaniac. It was a Lars von Trier film, and it was a clip of the woman. She's being interviewed by the psychiatrist, and the woman is like, if a pedophile has spent his entire life dealing with his sexual urges and hasn't touched one child in his fucking life, he deserves a medal. He deserves a medal when he goes to the gates of heaven. And it's like, fuck's sake, man, that's like powerful, you know? Like, and you can see the logic behind it. You might not agree with it fully, but you can see the logic behind it. You know?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
When you said he deserves a, I was I was expecting you to say something else. So I'm glad you. Yeah, he deserves a medal.
Oh no, 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 no. No, we're not. We're not. No. No. Look, that's we're just gonna. Can we? We're gonna end that whole fucking conversation.
We've been talking about this shit for like
close the book.
a majority of the podcast.
Yeah, let's just close the book on that.
Enough talking about pedophilia. Let's talk about necrophilia. Thoughts?
Thoughts on necrophilia are completely horrible. If it's in real life, but if you draw it, then whatever. It's drawn. Who cares?
Now, okay. I have a scenario I want you to imagine. A woman dies, and she wants her husband to use her dead body for sexual pleasure. Should that be allowed? If it's against her family's wishes?
Well, it's if it's the woman, if she have to get like written permission, where she have to be like and then maybe even like video photography. Like I can't, like man, this is like a horrible. This is a horrible fucking hypothetical that you're giving me.
I mean, it's the suicide hotline. What did you expect?
Yeah, that's true. But like, if I had to answer as honestly as I can, I'd say if the woman gives explicit permission and the husband gives explicit permission, like if they fucking write it, put it in writing, and they get somebody to look over it before she dies, then like maybe, I don't know, like how the fuck would you even like be able to do that like ethically in this fucking society? Like even if everyone gets all the written permission, there would be like something done by the family or even by the police that will just like stop it from happening, you know? So it's like, even if you did get permission, like how the fuck would you be able to like pull it off, you know, without getting in trouble?
I mean, I don't believe right now. I don't believe in an afterlife. So I think when you die, your brain turns off. So maybe I'm a bit fucked up for thinking this, but I think with permission, necrophilia should be allowed because it's not happening to you. You're dead. You're gone. You're an empty piece of flesh. I think the reason it should be legal is just because of the trauma it would have on the family and the relatives. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't want my dead brother getting like raped or something.
yeah, that's you can see the logic behind that. You can see like, well, yeah, obviously the family would be fucked up if that happens.
But if the family was okay with it and the wife was okay with it,
well then I guarantee like there's like a 0% chance that all the family would be okay with that.
Some hypotheticals are best left as just a hypothetical without an answer.
There you go. Yeah.
I think this is a good time to move into our. Oh shit! Wait, we have another segment. Actually, we have 3 main segments. Our first segment is every episode we ask them a question that our last guest asked, and then you ask a question for our last guest. So like, there's some sort of continuity between the show. Now, our last guest wanted to ask you, what is your biggest regret in life? Wait, was that the question? Yeah, probably.
I did that big fucking sigh for nothing. Did that big reminiscent acting sigh.
Actually, I don't even know if that's the question. I just have it written down in my notes.
Right. You just.
But let's just say that's the question. Let's just say that's the question.
I'm gonna put my question forward, and you're just gonna be like, fuck it. What would Aiden say?
No. Usually Honky does this. I'm not. I never write it down, so I'm a bit fucky with that.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me. But yeah, that's probably the question. I have it. But yeah, that's the question.
Right,
Forget
man.
everything I said. What's your biggest regret in life?
Fuck. I don't know my biggest, but I can tell you one of my biggest.
Yeah, one of your biggest.
I had. There was a rap group by the name. I don't know. Should I name them or not?
It would
They're fairly big.
benefit the podcast, but it would hurt
Right.
you in the future. So that's up to you.
Probably. Well, like I there. Fuck it. It's I don't. I don't really see much for future with these guys. Like I don't, and like not with me, not in general. I'm sure they'll continue to fucking be successful. What happened was is that there's a rap group in Ireland called Versatile, and they are very very popular in Ireland, particularly in the sort of more urban areas, right? So like Dublin specifically, and these two guys they do like these sort of funny raps about like sort of gangster life in Dublin, like being like red hots shit like that. And what happened? Sorry, like being a red hot. This is Irish lingo. Being a red hot is just like okay. I'm gonna probably fuck it up if somebody else is listening to here. If somebody else is listening to this and is from my fucking area, but like from my understanding, a red hot is somebody who was like this aggressive sort of dude bro asshole equivalent of but in Ireland. So that's what a red hot is. Um, fucking, I got contacted by Versatile to be a producer for them, right? Um, and what happened was is that my brother got me in contact with one of them. Emailed them, didn't go through. I still have my Twitter account by then, and I made a little quick info, like there's not an infographic, but like a quick little visualizer, a quick little animation to go with a beat that I made, right, a rap beat. And what happened was is that I I got DM'd by them by the person, at least the person who runs their Twitter account, and they're like, "Oh, what's up, bro? You want to like collab and stuff?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, I've been like a real big fan of your music, and it'd be an honor to produce for you guys." And they said, "Yeah, sure, just send on that beat, man." And I did. Cut to the next day. Um, what happened was is that I accidentally linked them the wrong song, the wrong beat. I linked them a really shitty house demo that I was working on. I didn't link them the rap beat that I put in the video,
Oh my
and
god.
I linked the beat and like, oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong link. And I wasn't even left on read. They didn't even look at my messages anymore. Uh, and and what happened was is that this was literally like a few weeks later. They released a song, number one in the Irish billboards.
I
Number one in the
almost
Irish billboards.
I almost said a word that starts with ne and ends with ga. My god, that must have fucking sucked.
It sucked hard, and what was worse was that a few years later, they wrote a song with fucking Coolio, of Gangsta's Paradise Coolio.
Not gonna lie, don't know who that is, but oh my god.
Withstand the most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. You know this?
I don't listen to music. I wouldn't know.
Okay. Well, it's a very famous American
Mm-hmm.
rap song. There you go. And a famous American rapper was making this song, reached number one again, and I lost a producer role. I lost a fucking producer role with those guys.
That's terrible.
So, there
oh
you
my
go.
god. I mean, hey, you know how the butterfly effect works, like the smallest things, maybe it's for the better, you know? You would probably never
Maybe.
have went on the suicide hotline if it wasn't for your fuck up. So hey,
Well, I might have. Like, I don't know. Like, it's certain things can happen, whether or not other things have happened.
it was
I don't
destiny.
know. I don't know how to explain it well. Yeah, destiny. It was destiny to be on this podcast, to be talking with you, to be on this cool ass podcast.
Talk about pedophilia for 40 minutes. All right,
Yeah.
so assuming I gave you the right question, because I'm still kind of new to this single hosting shit, but assuming I gave you the right question, what would you ask our next guest?
Um.
It could be
Okay,
anything.
I'm trying to. Have a. Yeah, I can say this. Have any I don't know. I have two questions in mind, but I'm just trying to pick which one would be like.
Ask both. I'll pretend like we had two guests on. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
really?
Ask both, yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, my first question would be do you agree that all art, no matter the content, should be legal? And if not, what are your exceptions? That's the first question.
We're gonna get into another 40-minute talk about lolly stuff. Okay.
No, we're not. We are not. We're gonna. I'm just. That's the question, and then we're just gonna leave it at that.
No. I mean, with our next episode.
Oh god, yeah. Or it's just gonna be a no. Kill pedos.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. That's our first one.
And that's the first one, and then the second one is, have you ever been deplatformed or sort of like, for lack of a better term, cancelled from a particular platform because of your political views? And if so, what were they, and what happened?
Those are very good questions. Most of the guests we have on have been deplatformed in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been deplatformed on the past on other accounts. I think if you want to exist online and not have mainstream views, you're bound to get deplatformed at some point.
Yeah, like that's, I guess like it's almost like you're earning your stripes as a content creator if you get fucked over by big tech in some way.
Yeah, even the president of the United States got deplatformed.
Yeah. Like, it fucking and you know what's fucking funny about that? And that's why it's like I don't want anyone in my fucking room, because there's like tons of drawings all over my walls. But then there's also like this gigantic like wooden framed picture of like a Donald Trump campaign poster that I got from my brother for my birthday.
What the hell? Aren't you Irish?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Irish, but like he found it at an antique store. Like some woman was like got like this big fucking, it's like this big wooden it's this big wooden frame with like gold on the inside, and then there's like this nice matte frame holder, and then like in the middle there's like it's like this campaign, like printed out campaign poster, obviously fake. Trump, make America great again, in like a really shitty style of the Barack We Believe poster by fucking Shepard Fairey. So it has like the shitty like red and blue and black, but it's all like pixelated and shitty looking. It's like somebody got like the MS Paint bucket and just like clicked around on a Donald Trump face.
Oh my god, that's
so
great.
shitty. I'll take a picture of it and share it with you sometime.
I'll link it in the description and I'll put it in the video.
But man, it's just this fucking gigantic. I'm not gonna say it's a piece of shit because my brother got it for me as a birthday gift, and I cherish it. I think it's funny. I think it's cool. The funny thing about it is that if you'll see in the picture, but the image of the actual like poster is too small for the frame, so it's like it's almost falling out of it. There's like the edges are showing and shit like that. There's just so much about it I love. But yeah, I have that up there.
If I were a Democrat, I would be like, yeah, it's shitty, it's falling apart, just like Donald Trump's political career. Aha.
Hey,
Zinger. Can I get my verified checkmark now?
Wow.
Okay, thanks for the question. I got them. I'll try to remember them. Pretty sure that was the right question.
Yeah.
Do you want to do... We have a segment where we have our guest sing a song. The song that we are playing is drumroll please. Wait, what is it actually? I forgot the name. Uh, thank you, thank you by Dido.
Yeah.
Thank you by Dido. This is gonna be the very first song on the album, so it has to be a banger. It has to be the really good.
A lot of pressure put on me.
Lots of pressure.
I try my best to learn the fucking song after like a day of notice. I think I'm gonna. There's certain parts where I feel like I'm gonna fuck up, but I'll try my best.
You are the very first person we've had on that I told in advance.
Cool.
So, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't feel pressure, but be pressured. You know.
Okay. Yeah. And and I can maybe add some stuff later as well.
Yeah, if you still want to, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect. Just try not to make it like too electronic because it's like a guitar thing.
Don't worry, it's gonna be like it's the stuff that I was thinking of. It's gonna be very reserved. It's definitely gonna be respectful of the fact that it's an acoustic piece. The references will probably escape you because you said you don't listen to music, but for the audience out there, I'm probably gonna do something like Portishead or Massive Attack, sort of down tempo trip hop type stuff.
Yeah. Portishead, bass hop, tripto. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. There you go. My tears gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds on the window, and I can't see at all. And even if I could, it'll all be grey. But your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad, it's not so bad. I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I missed the bus and there'll be hell today. I'm late for work again, and even if I'm dead, they'll all imply that I might not last a day. And then you'll call me, and it's not so bad, it's not so bad. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. No, just to be with you, the best day of my life, of my life. Pushed the door, I'm home at last, and I'm soaking true and true. And then you handed me a towel, and all I see is you. And even if my house falls down now, I wouldn't have a clue, because you're near me. And I wanna thank you for giving me the best day of my life. And oh, just to be with you is having the best day of my life. And oh, I wanna thank you giving me the best day of my life. Seriously. And oh, just to be with you is having the best day of my life, of my life. Hey, nice. Awesome. I kind of fucked up the force part because I skipped the fucking video, but Yeah.
It was amazing. It always is.
Thanks.
Your singing was great.
Thanks.
Thank you for singing. We've actually had a guest that straight up left when we asked them to sing.
Oh God.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. Pleasure talking with you, speaking with you, learning about
Man,
how shit Europe really is.
the pleasure's all mine, man. Yeah, Europe's pretty shitty, you know. What else is new? The fucking water's wet. What?
I was gonna ask this before, but we got carried off. I was just wondering, does Ireland have freedom of speech?
No.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
But yeah, man, it's really cool. Can I plug my stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. Plug your. I always forget to tell them to plug their stuff, but yeah, plug your stuff.
All right. I'm on Tumor Tuner on Instagram, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube. I'm not on fucking Twitter anymore, and I'm definitely not on Discord. Um, what else should I say? And I just wanted to give some quick shout outs to people. I wanted to say I want to say hi to my advisor, fucking Mike, Abnormal Insty, Victor Wick, you know, the gang. The gang's all there.
Shout out to the
and
gang.
It's just yeah, shout out to CJ, Jojo, fucking
Jojo Siwa,
Uncle.
you the man, yeah.
No, not Jojo Siwa. All right, and that's it. That's all the fucking shout outs. I don't want to be a fucking influencer. There you go. That's all the shout outs you'll get.
Shout out as many people as you want. Shout out Donald Trump too. Make his
Donald
wall
Trump.
better.
Shout out to fucking Vito.
Shout out to Vito.
Shout out to Vito. Shout out to fucking shout out to Sheep Boyfriend. Shout out to Cum Drug. Fucking who else?
Cum Jar?
Yeah, sorry, not Cum Drug, Cum Jar. That's his name.
Do you think you can
It's Cum Drug.
Do you think you can beat Cum Jar in a fight?
No. God no.
Alright.
I won't beat anyone in a fight. I'm a pacifist, bro.
Cum Jar, if you're listening to this, I would like to fight you.
Alright. That's your own personal beef. I have nothing to do with that whatsoever.
Yeah, shout out Cum Jar.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, go follow Tumor Tuner, SoundCloud, Instagram. Are you on Spotify?
Yeah.
Tumor as in like what kills you. Tuner as in like a guitar tuner. Go check him out.
Yeah.
Link in the description. Great guest. Thanks for coming on. Before we end it off, our third, or it's not really our because my co-host left. My third segment is I like to ask our guests to say their confessions or say like say something personal that's you don't think, pretend like no one's listening, something that you really want to get off your chest. Maybe it's like a bad thing that you did in the past, an opinion that you shouldn't share, something like that, a confession of sorts. Repent for your sins.
Repent for my sins. What should I be repentful for? What should I be ashamed of?
Have you ever stolen something?
There's a fucking shit ton of black mold in my room. Should I be ashamed of that?
Black what?
Black mold. Just black mold everywhere.
Oh my
Should I be
god,
ashamed
that's
of?
disgusting.
Okay, there you go. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
Oh my god. Yeah, get rid of
That's
that
my
shit.
confession. That's all you're getting out of me.
Oh,
There you go.
I should have stayed silent so you could admit like your cockroach infestation or something.
just add like a stock cockroach for sound, just surrounding all of us now in this fucking post production.
Yeah, that'll be the background for the entire podcast. Talk about
Yeah.
pedophiles and cockroaches.
Hell yeah. Well, what's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference? All right, man. Thanks for coming on. Do you want to say the outro?
The outro. Fuck, I haven't memorized it.
That's okay. Based on what you know of our episode so far, what do you think the outro would be?
Outro would be Remember, it's down the road, not across the street.
Down the road, not across the street. We say that all the time. Thanks for coming on. I'm crazy.
No problem.
Here with Tumor Tuner.
Yo.
Don't kill yourself. Bye.
Hell yeah. Bye. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I'm gonna end the recording now.